What up? What's happening, everybody? It's Mr. Brooks here.
And I am Don motherfucking Grimm, and this is the news break where we give you our take on what's going on in the
Truth,
world
facts,
today.
shit, real shit, goddamn
Yeah,
facts. I don't care.
yeah.
Not facts as in you can find out if it's true or not. I mean facts as in hashtag facts.
100,
FAX
100.
100. Hashtag I told your ass so 10 years ago. So
Yeah.
what, yo?
Hashtag
But
subscribe.
yeah. So hey, what's up, everybody? We're gonna be talking about some things tonight. First, I just want to say, listen, man. Drop some comments. Anything you got a fucking problem with something we say, or you want to agree with anything, do it in the comments so that we can talk about it outside of this. If you got really, really a lot to say about it, hit us up on the low, man. Maybe we'll revisit these topics with bring you on, let you say whatever the hell you want to say about it, and talk to you about it, and get your point of view about it. If you got something negative to say that too, man. Can't fix it if you don't tell us. Motherfuckers be like, man, I hate when they do that, but I ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead and say something, bitch. Nah, just kidding. Anyway, moving along, back to you.
We are some grown ass motherfuckers that can take whatever the fuck you want to throw at us. So if you want to talk some shit, you want to bash us, have fun with it. Have fun. Go ahead. If you want to be constructive, we invite that as well. So what to do? Anyways, what
Construct
we're
these
gonna
nuts. Anyway,
and these nuts. What we're gonna be talking about tonight is well, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could tell by the fucking the title of the show. But look, here's the thing: we've been seeing a lot of shit coming from the left where they're talking about um, anybody who voted for Trump or anybody who supported Trump in any way, whether they voted for him or not, needs to be re-educated. See that they're they're not only talking about re-education, but they're also talking about like that there's AOC and a few other people that are talking about keeping lists of anybody who voted for Trump. Like they shouldn't even have access to lists like that to begin with.
right?
Okay, the voting thing is supposed to be, like private. Nobody's supposed to know who the fuck you voted for, except for people that are verifying the votes. If they have to do that, they have to do that. But they don't know who the fuck you are. They're not writing your name down, making a list of this shit. Well, they're not supposed to be. But I mean,
I mean, they are. They probably are. I mean, I'm sure they actually do have access. I mean,
right. But see, the problem that I have with what AOC and I were talking about is they want to keep a list or lists of anybody who voted for Trump, and they are pushing any companies out there, do not hire these people, do not let them
goddamn.
into. They actually say things like, do not allow them into polite society.
The
That
fuck?
like, polite society, do not allow them. They're literally. This is how gross these people are. And here's the main problem that I have with it. They're basing everything that they're doing right now on lies about Donald Trump. Like, the number one thing is that they're saying that if you believe that there was election fraud, you are a domestic threat. You are a domestic terrorist. You need to be re-educated. But we have proof. Like the average fucking patriot out there has videos upon videos upon videos on their own personal fucking computers that have been shared with them by other fucking patriots of actual live events during the election, like when they were showing the live number feeds from each state as they were scrolling through, each state back, back and forth, and then they show the live switch of the numbers, not edited, not
Yeah. I mean,
documented, not. Hmm?
this whole idea of having to pretend or not pretend, but to try to prove, or there's these baseless claims and all that. That shit. Look, everybody that's listening, that's not a debatable. It's not been debatable since fucking months ago, a couple months ago now. What, a fucking month and some change. It's been fucking a fact since then. I mean, we ain't nobody, and we see fucking actual proof of voter fraud. So don't tell me that the motherfuckers on CNN and all that, or the people in Congress, or the people like Nancy and all these fucking sick fucks don't know what we know for sure, and plus a lot more. So they can't sit there and say that. Anybody that thinks there was no voter fraud just fucking go get in the fucking camp already. You're the one that needs to be re-educated.
here's
Yeah,
here's
yeah.
here's the one piece of proof that nobody can deny. Nobody, I don't care who you are. If you look at the election night, the shit was supposed to be cut off at, I can't remember the exact hour, so I'm not going to quote it, but I do know that they pushed it on until the next fucking day. It was supposed to be cut off that fucking night.
There's
But
countless videos of people bringing fucking little red wagons full of boxes in the middle of the night to the fucking voting polls. There's
mhm,
footage of people blocking windows so that people outside can't see, which is illegal. They have videos and audio of people saying, you know, if anybody gets anywhere near you, we have the 6 foot thing, which is another use that they fucking use the fake ass fucking pandemic for, is to block fucking people from walking over to the table and looking. If they get out of line, we'll call the police. I mean, it's all illegal shit, and
and,
that makes it fucking fraud. If you do illegal shit in the midst of a fucking election, that makes it fraud.
and
What the fuck?
through all of this, all the contested states, they found that there were um, Republican, no Republicans that were allowed to be in there to oversee. By law, you're supposed to have people from both parties overseeing the process to make it fair, to make it so, you know, one party can't just take complete control of it and block the other out. But that's what they did. And that's not even a debatable fact either. That is a fact that is
That's just what they did. It's
it's documented that they even admitted themselves that they did it, but they tried to turn around and claim, well, we didn't trust them. Like, what? How can
what for
you
what
flip,
reason?
yeah, well, how can you flip the script
But
like that?
but I guess so leading into more about the aftermath, which is where they, you know, and it's kind of fucking twisted because let's go on some what if trails for a second.
Mm,
What if they do have this list? They do have this list. If you vote, even if you did it the legal way, like we always have done, versus this bullshit fucking mail-in voting, you would still have a list. I mean, or they can if they choose. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, come on, they fucking know everything about us. So they have this fucking list. Now they damn they want to put these people. So if it really is a situation where you know these re-education camps and they come and go, okay, you fucking, we have you on this list. There's no debating and talking. They take you to this fucking place and like separate your fucking children. People go, "Oh, you fucking weirdo conspiracy." It's happened so many times. I don't understand what makes people think that it cannot happen to fucking again when we're watching shit unfold already. Not things that are conspiracies or wild dreams, things that have actually happened in the past, I don't know, a few months that are very reminiscent of what fucking Adolf Hitler did. It's almost the exact format. And people just sit there and like, they wouldn't do us like that. Like, what the fuck makes you think that you're special? Like, it's happened consistently ever since there was more than one fucking human. They persecuted the other and
mhm.
tried to hurt them and kill them and get rid of them and stomp them out if they look different, if they smell different, if they fucking act different. We can't be more different right now. From that side to this side, it's literally good and evil, and they're gonna fucking win if people don't quit pretending like it can't fucking be. So
That's
when we say shit, I'm sorry, but when we say shit that's like they lock you in a camp or they put you in the fucking shackles, you need to fucking understand that that is a real possibility. That is not some crazy video game we've been playing. That's some shit that could actually fucking happen because it has happened a million times before.
uh-huh. Like I was saying, that agreeing with you there was that's the problem, is people don't think that any of that can happen here. Oh, this is the greatest country in the world. Oh, well, we have the greatest, this and that. We're known
Was
now. We're okay. If we look back at 2018, I believe it was a NATO conference. That Trump spoke at. He gave a speech. He gave a pretty long speech. It was like what, half an hour or longer, maybe even longer. I don't remember exactly. Um, but I remember watching quite a bit of it. And one of the things that I noticed was he was speaking against the globalists. He was really speaking, saying a lot of things about the sovereignty of the United States, and maintaining the identity and the patriotism of the United States and not falling in line with the globalists. It seems to me that that might be one of the main problems that these people on the left have with him, because they're all Marxists, socialists, whatnot, et cetera, et cetera. They
Fucking
were
idiots.
all in favor of this one world government because of that, but Trump is not. He's totally in favor of, sticking to our traditional ways, um, maintaining us as a capitalist country, maintaining our identity as United States of America, and they know that as long as he's in power and he has these intentions of maintaining, our identity that we're proud of, that there's going to be too many people that follow him and rely on him and support him in keeping us from this one world government bullshit.
It's fucked up because it's like that's the people that want this stuff. It's like Trump tried to like help them out of that rut of just being like a slave to the fucking grind and to the elite people, and then these idiot motherfuckers, like, they allowed the same people that are beating them down to trick them into believing something negative about the only motherfucker that could save you from it. It's so fucking sick, man.
And take a look at the 1871 shit. The year in which we were no longer a nation. We had sold out and become a corporation uh, for the Brits, basically. That, if you look at what Trump was trying to do when he was saying "Make America Great Again," it had nothing to do with race, had nothing to do with race relations or
Of
um,
course not. I mean,
climate. It had nothing to do with shit like that they were
I don't know
trying.
where the fuck that comes from, other than the false narrative. It like it hasn't. There's nothing about "Make America Great Again" that suggests racism. It just means that we want to go back to a time where it was like fucking
We,
healthy to like your flag, or when you could say the pledge, or you could say Christmas without fucking getting fucking attacked.
well, what I'm getting at is, which I believe all that is true too. I believe you're right. But what I'm getting at though is that before 1871, we owned ourselves. We were not under anybody else's control other than our own at that time. And that was one of the things that Trump was pushing for, was to get us back out from under these people overseas, and pretty much just say, look, we're officially independent again. I know we were supposed to be independent before, but we fucked up and yeah, kind of slipped, fell off the wagon there. But yeah, we're back on track now, and we're reclaiming our original um, identity, our original sovereignty. And now, if this does go forward with all this this great reset shit they're talking about, and all this crap that the left is pushing for, um, which it does look like they're going to try to, because they want us re-educated so they can shut us all up and keep us from standing up against it. But if that works out in their favor, the way that they're pushing for that, the whole 1871 thing doesn't fucking matter anyways, because nothing will be owned by anybody. We won't have, like they were saying, the big catchphrase that I've been seeing a lot of recently is, "You will own nothing, but you will be happy."
Yeah, I mean, unless I get 72 virgins, man, I don't see how that's true. What the fuck kind of shit is that? Like, I mean, you will own nothing. I can't be happy if I don't own anything. God damn it, that's all there is to it. I'm sorry. It's not. I used to say things when I was young and dumb that, like, if I had to die without millions of dollars, then I feel like my life was wasted. I mean, I've said stupid shit like that because I just had such a fucking small mind and stuff. But like, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. The thing is, man, because I don't want to. That shit'll take me off in a whole other direction. But the thing is like, we see that the impeachment, both of them, Well, the first impeachment is, regardless of what the fuck they said it was, what it is about is stopping him from fucking running in 2020,
Mm-hmm.
or grouping in 2020. Once that wasn't a fucking case anymore, they went for this second one at the last minute. Is to stop him from 2024. He is being erased, and that leads into the whole re-education, because the whole idea is to make him disappear. They don't want him to not just be president again. People cut ties with him. It's the most disgusting fucking thing I've ever seen. They chop all the fucking ties with him. They want to completely erase him from history, not even just as a president, just as a human being. He didn't even fucking exist. We're gonna wipe him out of history. He's not gonna be in the history books, man. Our fucking grandkids are not gonna learn about fucking Donald Trump's accomplishments. If he's in them at all, he will be seen in the future as some sort of Adolf Hitler, and I mean, by that point, who knows the information, how bad it will be corrupted into what he did. They'll have him, and I mean, this is something that when we're fucking old, and maybe even after that, but like, after we're gone, where you're gonna see where that Trump is seen that way. And I mean, by then, the school books may even have him listed as somebody that killed 6 million people. Not to take away from the fucking, what Hitler did. I'm just saying that, like, that's how they twist shit. I could see it happening. So the re-education makes sense when you consider the fact that they consider somehow, if you love your country, to be barbaric almost. It's like they're so insulted by all the stuff that they should be happy and proud to see. When I hear that fucking Lee Greenwood and them, God bless the USA and all that shit that Trump always plays at all of his things, you would never hear that shit over any of their shit, because it's embarrassing to them, and it's hurtful. But like, when I hear that song, I go to watch the fucking fireworks. They always play that song. Like, it fucking chokes me up, man. Like, I can't fucking stand people that shit on my goddamn country and the flag. I understand that our leaders are fucked up. I understand that we have some issues. I know that we're a bunch of fat motherfucking lazy ass spoiled brats, but we're good fucking people, and the world is getting lied to about us. That's why they don't care. When somebody fucking hurts America, they never come help us clean it up. We help everybody else. Y'all don't do shit. And we'll be re-educated to fucking agree with everybody else, and that ain't cool to force our kids into some sort of situation where they have to be taught that, which they're doing them in school anyway. So I guess whatever.
One thing that really pisses me off is when I hear people talking shit about the United States. Like, okay, that doesn't really piss me off, because whatever, you can say whatever the fuck you want, but when they go and talk shit about the United States, and then they blame it on the wrong fucking people, that they talk shit about how horrible the government is, but then they go and suck up to the people that are fucking them over. The ones that are doing them the most damage are the ones that they're praising and running to, like they're fucking the saviors or some shit. And the people that were trying to do the most for them get shat on. Like Trump, I mean,
Opposite day.
Yeah. Like I was watching that Caitlin Bennett earlier. She's funny as hell. She goes to the university campuses and talks to all these liberal people, and she shows how ignorant they are. But one of the things that she was pointing out was exactly that, and it's like, how backwards can these motherfuckers be? And when they realize what they had just done, like when it is brought out, like when they're called out for that whole backwards shit, they're like deer caught in the headlights, like, oh shit, I just said that. I just got caught in a trap with my own words. And then they make an excuse of, well, I don't want to talk to you anymore because you're a racist. And they walk away. It's like, wait, how did I turn into a racist because you got caught in your own bullshit? That's always the go-to shit.
Hey, everybody watching out there, if you're fucking wrong about something, just say it. Nobody thinks you're less of a man or that you're a bitch or anything like that, man. Sometimes it's all right to go, oh, damn, I see my fucking mistake. It's this damn fucking nah, I can't hear what you're saying. Like, you need to get the fuck off that shit. People need to. Everybody thinks they're woke because just like gangsta and all this other shit, they took these words and turned them into a fucking trend instead of a truth. And it's like, we went through that shit and all through the fucking early 2000s, all the way still do, where you got fucking I made a video fucking 10 years ago about these little stupid bitches that are like, they turn their hat sideways and they be like, I'm gangster, and their fucking Instagrams. And it's like,
As
okay,
much as,
yeah, I get it, but it's
sorry,
the language gets twisted, man, and it doesn't fucking work.
no, you're right. One of the examples I wanted to bring up was Guy Fieri. I love the dude. I love watching this fucking Triple D, diners, drive-ins, and dives. But he goes from
Oh, I got you.
he's
Threw me off there for a
so
second.
yeah, no, but he'll say he'll eat something and taste something and if it's all good, he's like, oh, now that's gangster, and I'm like, don't do that, dude. As
I
soon
mean,
as
I
he
get
started
it, man.
doing
I
that,
get it, but it's like it takes the meaning out of stuff, and
and that's
it's
why it shouldn't be done.
and woke is the same way. They did it that way, and it's all by design. They want it to become silly. So when somebody goes, "Man, y'all need to wake up," they'll be like, "Oh, let me guess, hashtag woke." I mean, you must really know your shit. Let me guess, aliens have invaded all the fuck, and it's like, see, and I've noticed something else, man. While we're on that subject, I know we fucking veered way off, but I'm seeing, I start noticing shit even more so in shows. It's always been there. Movies and shows have always been there, but you have this situation where it's always somebody on the right side in movies and shows that learns to do the right thing by going to the left side. But I guess right now, I'm gonna tell you, anybody in these fucking wants to put in the comments right here and tell me when you've seen one go the other way. Any movie, any show, any story of your own. Just tell me when you've seen a fucking movie or a TV show where somebody that believes in the left ways gets saved by going to the right. They don't exist. It's always the other way because it's by design. It's made. Speaking of re-education, it's not even a re-education at this point. About Trump supporters, sure, but like they've had our kids hostage in the school system since the '70s, grooming them to believe something completely different from their parents, creating generation gaps and fucking arguments and fucking just divide. And it's like the education was already in place by the left side ever since fucking they took over. That's why they took over, so they could do that. So I mean, like these re-education camps are even more extreme because, people. We talked about FEMA camps years ago. People, you fucking crazy. Look, the FEMA camps exist. The big stacks and fields full of fucking coffins exist. It doesn't matter why at this point, they're fucking there. So the question is why. Back then it was like, well, maybe it's because of the fucking they come up with all these pandemics every year. They got one now, didn't kill enough. They're gonna fucking shut off the fucking food systems and shit like that. And then, you know, we just discovered earlier some footage of somebody saying, most people will, might fucking survive this food shortage they're getting ready to do. So I mean, we can speculate on it, and hopefully 10 years from now, we can look back and go, "I'm glad that didn't happen," but it could. So don't ever fucking slip. They didn't build these FEMA camps, and they're not a hidden thing. They're not. We're not making it up. They're fucking there. People go to them and ask them, and they make these creepy ass fucking designs with the barbed wire pointing away, not to keep people in. I mean, out. It's to keep people fucking in. When they point it in, it's fucking weird. And they got playgrounds in those fences, man. That shit don't fuck with you. Like, Jesus Christ, go look it up. It's not like we're just fucking saying that. We're not like, well, there's aliens have an underground tunnel that leads straight to the White House. We're not saying that. We're saying that there's actual buildings that have barbed wire pointed inward with fucking brand new playgrounds. This ain't some old shit from fucking, fucking Germany, man. This shit's in America on the train tracks.
And also, if you take a look at the army, the army's website, they have been pushing for internment and resettlement specialists for years now because they need their own personnel at those FEMA camps when they go active.
I'm gonna get a job with a FEMA camp. That way I can at least be, what I'm saying, get the good lunches and stuff. Be like a trainee.
Okay. FEMA's hiring. It's everywhere.
But I'll be on the inside, what I'm saying? I can hook y'all up, man. If they put y'all in the FEMA camp,
Oh
hook
no,
me up and I'll get you extra eggs in the morning and shit like that.
you're already on the list. They won't hire you.
You gotta be a weird fucking your eyes gotta be bugged out to work there.
Right.
You gotta be fucking crazy.
You're part of the board.
Well, We'll do some closing thoughts now, if you'd like. I don't know what else to say. I mean, the hold your kids tight, man. Don't let them come take your kids and stick them in a re-education camp because they already go 8 hours a day. So you don't want them to have to go live at one. That would suck.
Yeah. Remember this: when the people come for you, or they come for your children,
Bad boys. I'm sorry, I had to.
initially, they're not going to come looking militant. They're going to come looking like social workers. Remember that. That's when you're going to know she's going to, shit's getting really real. Oh.
My advice is to shoot them because the next people that come are going to come with their own weapons.
Yeah, the next people that come are going to, be ready to shoot you. Yeah.
You might as well go ahead and put the word out that everybody comes in this yard's getting their goddamn ass killed. And that's all there is to it.
Killed. He said killed. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for fucking watching. We will be touching more on this and further topics very, very soon. Subscribe, hit the fucking like button, hit the notification button, and share this. If you get this far where you actually see this part here, share this with some people that you think might be interested in being woke.
Actually woke, not fucking
No,
woke. Hashtag woke. They put pickles on my sandwich and I told them not to, but I don't play that shit. Hashtag woke.
Right. Anyways, thank you very much. Thank you.
Peace.
Peace.
Everyone love each other. That's what we need. Okay, bye.